Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Charlotte Flair vs. Tiffany Stratton is a dream match many want to see ever since the latter joined WWE's main roster last year. It seems like this encounter is closer to happening en route to WrestleMania 41. Charlotte Flair got injured during a match against Asuka on SmackDown in December 2023. She has been absent from WWE television since then, and while Flair was recovering, Tiffany Stratton was drafted to the Blue brand and quickly rose to the ranks, eventually becoming the women's champion. With reports emerging that the Queen was set to return soon, it's possible that both women can finally engage in a feud fitting for a WrestleMania stage. For this list, we will look at 3 ways WWE can set up Charlotte Flair vs. Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41. The easiest way to get Charlotte back on top and in the title picture is by making her return in the Women's Royal Rumble and booking her to win the match. Stratton can initially convince her to pick Rhea Ripley, who defeated Charlotte at WrestleMania 39 to become the SmackDown Women's Champion, only for Flair to pick Tiffany instead. Winning the Rumble is also a way for the veteran to showcase that she deserves the title match like any other person. As many may know, Tiffany cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on Nia Jax to become the Women's Champion. Before this happened, she and the Irresistible Force became close friends on the brand. Interestingly, another close friend of Jax's on the brand is Flair. Charlotte and Nia have a close relationship in real life, which is something that can be used in the feud of Flair and Stratton. The Queen can reason that the buff Barbie messed with Flair's friend, who has supported her in her journey. For the next few weeks on the Stamford-based promotion, Tiffany can act as if she's on the top of the roster and begin calling herself the new Queen of SmackDown, which will most likely not land well with Charlotte for their possible feud. Flair's motivation can be to take back everything she has lost, out of the Blue Championship spot at the top, and even being referred to as the Queen. As for Tiffany, this can be a chance to prove that she can be on the same level as Flair. The WWE Women's division has seen significant evolution in the last decade, with new talent emerging alongside seasoned veterans. Among the brightest stars in the WWE Women's roster, Charlotte Flair has long stood out as a dominant force, constantly competing for championships and accolades. Tiffany Stratton, on the other hand, is a rising star, quickly making her mark on NXT with her athleticism, charisma, and undeniable in-ring ability. A match between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 would be a captivating showdown, combining the legacy and experience of the Queen with the fresh, youthful energy of a breakout star. Here are 3 potential ways WWE could set up this highly anticipated bout at WrestleMania 41. 1. The Queen's Challenge. Charlotte Flair issues a bold challenge. Charlotte Flair is a wrestler who is no stranger to issuing challenges to those she deems worthy of stepping into the ring with her. This approach could serve as the perfect foundation for setting up a match with Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41. Storyline development. The build-up begins in the months leading up to WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair, fresh off a dominant title defense or perhaps a return to the top of the division, goes on a tirade about how she has conquered everyone and is now looking for a new challenger. During her promo, she could say something like, "I've beaten everyone from Sasha Banks to Becky Lynch, and I've even beaten Asuka in a historic match, but I see potential in the future of this division, and I'm going to prove that I am the best." Enter Tiffany Stratton, a brash and talented newcomer who, despite being relatively new to WWE's main roster or NXT, has caught the eye of many fans and pundits alike. Tiffany could interrupt Charlotte's promo, taunting her by saying something like, "You think you've conquered it all, maybe, but you've never faced someone like me. I'm the future of this division, and at WrestleMania, I'm going to dethrone the Queen." Charlotte, always the confident champion, would scoff at the challenge. She might dismiss Stratton as a rookie or someone who doesn't yet deserve the spotlight. However, Tiffany's response could be fiery, stating that the time for Charlotte to reign over the division has passed, and that her own reign is just beginning. Tiffany could say something like, "Your time is up, Charlotte. You can pretend all you want that you're the best, but at WrestleMania, I'll prove I'm not just a future star. I'm the star of the now." The tension would escalate further with weeks of heated exchanges, both in the ring and through backstage segments. Charlotte Flair, in classic heel fashion, would belittle Tiffany Stratton's accomplishments and dismiss her attempts to make a name for herself. Meanwhile, Tiffany's confidence would continue to grow, with her taking part in impressive matches that showcase her skills, culminating in her earning a significant victory at an event like the Royal Rumble or a high-profile NXT event to officially secure her spot in the match against Charlotte at WrestleMania. Why it works? This setup works because it gives Charlotte the chance to be the dominant, arrogant veteran, while positioning Tiffany as the underdog, the fresh face ready to prove herself. It also follows a logical narrative where Charlotte, who has seen many new competitors come and go, has underestimated Tiffany, only to be proven wrong at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. The build-up would involve moments of tension between the two, as well as physical altercations to hype up the match. This type of angle could generate significant buzz, as fans love to see the old guard face off against the new generation, especially when the younger star has something to prove. 2. A championship showdown. Tiffany Stratton wins a number 1 contenders match. Another compelling way to set up Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 is through a series of matches that lead Tiffany to earn a shot at Charlotte's title, making the encounter for the championship. This allows the story to revolve around Tiffany's rise through the ranks, culminating in her earning the coveted spot against one of the most decorated women's champions in WWE history. Storyline development. The storyline begins after a major event like the Royal Rumble, where Charlotte Flair successfully defends her SmackDown or Raw Women's Championship. However, in the weeks following, a major twist occurs. Tiffany Stratton, already a breakout talent on NXT, is brought up to WWE's main roster on SmackDown or Raw in a surprise debut. She immediately targets Charlotte, declaring that she's not just interested in the spotlight, but in the championship itself. To set up this confrontation, WWE would create a high-stakes tournament or a series of qualifying matches on both Raw and SmackDown, with the winners earning a shot at Charlotte's title. These matches could involve a mix of established stars and rising talents, and Tiffany would have to fight through a gauntlet of experienced competitors to secure her spot. Each match would highlight Tiffany's growth as a wrestler, and she would need to show both technical skill and resilience, particularly in a high-pressure situation. She could face opponents like Asuka, Liv Morgan, or even someone like Rhea Ripley, all of whom would push her to her limits. The commentary team would emphasize Tiffany's journey, highlighting her as someone who is on the cusp of greatness. After several weeks of intense competition, Tiffany wins a high-stakes match at Elimination Chamber, defeating a formidable opponent, such as Shayna Baszler or another top-tier wrestler, to become the number 1 contender for Charlotte's championship. The victory would be a crowning moment for Tiffany, as she proves that she belongs in the conversation with the top names in WWE. Charlotte, seeing the young challenger rise to prominence, would respond with arrogance, mocking Tiffany's journey while reminding her that she's already beaten the best. This could lead to a series of promos where Charlotte belittles Tiffany, stating that she's simply a flash in the pan compared to the Queen's reign. Tiffany, on the other hand, would confidently declare that she's ready to step into the spotlight and dethrone Charlotte at WrestleMania. Why it works? This angle works because it emphasizes Tiffany Stratton's growth as a competitor, showcasing her rise from a rookie to a championship contender. Charlotte Flair, with her established dominance, becomes the perfect foil for Tiffany's ambition. The build-up to the match would be both physical and emotional, with fans rooting for Tiffany as the underdog, hoping to see the young challenger overcome the established veteran. The match at WrestleMania would have stakes, with Tiffany potentially walking away with the championship and becoming the new face of WWE's women's division. 3. The personal rivalry, a heated feud over respect. A more personal and emotionally charged way to set up Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 would be to craft a storyline where Tiffany, despite her success, feels disrespected by Charlotte's attitude toward the new generation. This would fuel a bitter rivalry that culminates in a match at WrestleMania, with both competitors fighting not only for the title but for respect. Storyline development. The story begins when Tiffany Stratton makes her way onto the main roster, immediately making waves with her flashy persona and impressive in-ring skills. Charlotte Flair, who has seen many young talents come and go, takes a special interest in Tiffany's rise. However, rather than offering advice or mentorship, Charlotte becomes increasingly dismissive of Tiffany. She looks down on her, stating things like, "You're nothing but a pretty face with a gimmick, you'll never be on my level." At first, Tiffany responds with patience, understanding that she needs to earn her way into Charlotte's league. However, over time, the disrespect from Charlotte grows. Charlotte may even mock Tiffany's in-ring abilities, calling her a flashy rookie or belittling her personal style. The final straw comes when Charlotte blatantly costs Tiffany a title match or opportunity on a major event, potentially causing her to lose in a way that highlights Charlotte's interference. This incident leads Tiffany to snap. She confronts Charlotte backstage, demanding a match with her at WrestleMania to prove once and for all that she is more than just a pretty face. Charlotte, sensing an opportunity to shut down this upstart for good, accepts the challenge, vowing to humiliate Tiffany and show the world that she will never be able to surpass the Queen. Over the coming weeks, the tension would rise as both women engage in physical altercations, with Charlotte mocking Tiffany in interviews and in the ring. Tiffany, however, refuses to back down, repeatedly attacking Charlotte and showing that she's no longer the star-struck rookie from NXT, but a determined competitor who will stop at nothing to earn the respect she deserves. The rivalry would culminate at WrestleMania, where the two women battle not just for the championship, but for respect, one looking to prove she's the queen and the other aiming to prove that the new generation has arrived and is ready to take over. Why it works. This approach works because it taps into real human emotions, such as the desire for validation and respect. Tiffany Stratton's journey from rookie to confident contender makes her a relatable character, while Charlotte's attitude as the entrenched champion provides a solid foundation for conflict. Fans love personal rivalries, and this storyline would allow both women to shine, showing their growth and capabilities. The emotion-driven build-up would add an extra layer of intensity to the match, making it one of the most compelling at WrestleMania 41. Conclusion. A match between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 has the potential to be a standout contest, blending experience with the promise of new talent. Each of these three storylines provides a unique avenue to build anticipation and create a memorable encounter. Whether through Charlotte's challenge, Tiffany's climb to the top, or a personal feud over respect, WWE has many creative tools at its disposal to craft a thrilling and emotional build-up to what could be one of the most significant matches in WWE women's history. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.